Hey everyone, it's Luke from Weldpro. Today, I'm here with the MMA 160 welder behind me. This is a combination stick lift TIG welder that's dual voltage but also rated for up to 200 amps. Before I get started today, take a moment and hit that subscribe button under the video. Here at Weldpro, we're committed to releasing lots of tutorial videos to better help you understand your equipment and your processes. By subscribing to our channel, you'll be notified when we release the latest content. So let me go ahead and jump into this MMA 160 box and we'll see what comes with it. The first thing we'll find in the box is the owner's manual. Hang on to this, it can be very helpful for setup. Next, we have a little brown cardboard box. This contains our cables and other accessories. Let's explore this in just a minute. And then we have the MMA 160. This is an awesome little welder. This thing is super cool. I love it. Look how small it is if I put my hand on the side. But it's a 160 amp welder. It has a digital readout on the front and it can do lift TIG. I'm pretty excited about this thing. Let's go ahead and explore this brown box. We'll see what comes inside. Because this machine is dual voltage, it's going to include a 240 volt to 120 volt adapter. This will allow you to go from the machine's 240 volt plug to your standard 120 volt house outlet. Next, we have the ground clamp. These ground clamps are really great. A nice strong spring, but lightweight, and contacts on both sides with a bonding strap. And lastly, we have our electrode holder or our stinger. This is a very durable electrode holder, and all of our cables are pure copper, so you know you're going to get a lot of current to your workpiece. All right, I went ahead and unraveled all of our cables. So while I've got you in this video, let's just go ahead and get this welder set up so that way you're ready to strike an arc. I've gone ahead and unraveled my cables and I have them laying out on the table in front of me. There are really two different types of polarity to run with this machine. We have either DC electrode negative or DC electrode positive. Now, depending on what type of rod you're using, you may need to use one type of polarity versus the other. Most of your stick rod is going to run on DC EP polarity or DC electrode positive. So let's go ahead and set this machine up for that. First, start by taking your ground clamp and the DINS connector for the ground clamp. Because we're going to be running DC electrode positive, the ground will need to go in the negative socket on the front of the welder. With our ground clamp connected, let's go ahead and connect the electrode holder next. Because this is DCEP, the electrode holder is going to be positive. So let's connect this small DINS connector to the positive terminal on the front of the machine. Our ground clamp and our electrode holder are both hooked up and ready to be energized. I'm going to go ahead, turn the power on the back of the machine and go over the display briefly. Depending on whether you're doing lift TIG or stick welding, you'll need to use the selector button in the bottom left-hand corner of the display to switch between the two processes. With my MMA or stick mode selected, next I'm going to use the rotary dial in the center of the display to adjust my amperage. With the machine energized and our settings in place, we're ready to strike our first arc. As you can see, the MMA 160 is a very compact, light, portable machine that's easy to set up and great to have around the home or the shop. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below and we'll be happy to get back to you. Thanks again for tuning in, and as always, we here at Weldpro can't wait to see what you build with your MMA 160.